So today I am checking out this spare tire holder. What this is a device that allows you to mount your spare tire on your trailer, which if you have a trailer, you need a spare tire. Believe me, I know. But anyways, so the point is this is a spare tire holder. I was sent this at no cost so I can do this review, but let's get this thing out of the box, check it out, and then I'm gonna get on the trailer and show you how well it holds a tire. So this is everything that you're going to get in the box. And I got to say, I like these type of universal spare tire holders. Now, if you have a trailer and you have a very specific way you need to put that on, you might want to go that route. But I love the universal ones like this. They'll fit almost any size tube that your trailer is. You can place them almost anywhere. I just love the universals because also you never know if you want to move it. You might put that thing on your trailer and go, man, that tire's now in the way. I want to move it to the other side, or I want to move it forward or backwards. These allow you to put this in so many different places. So that is one of the reasons I like the universals. Now, these are all the different adjustments. You'll put bolts, which it does come with the bolts and it does come with the information on how to mount this, but you've got the bolts and everything you need to mount this. All the hardware's here. You choose which plate holes you need to use. One, if your trailer is really thick, maybe you're putting it on the C channel, or maybe it's not too thick and you're putting it on the square 2 part of your trailer. Well, wherever you want to put it, you should have mounting space here for it. These are carriage bolts, so they actually go in these squares. So that's good. You don't have things sticking out to tear your legs up or anything if you're rubbing against it. So these are the carriage bolt head side. Then you've got the round side here where the actual end of the bolt comes through and you put the nuts. Same amount of adjustability here. This is where the actual trailer tire mounts, right? The spare tire mounts up here, and it's got all of these different hole patterns because they accommodate almost any type of lug pattern. So that is also great. And these can hold, I think it said 150 pounds of weight for a tire. That's a big tire. So you can hold some pretty good sized tires here. Next thing, I love this part because I actually have a couple spare tire holders that do not have this extra support welded in, and they're a little flimsy. I mean, you can actually see them move a little bit and it puts stress on this plate and everything. So the fact that they put this extra piece of weld in there just lets you know this is a heavy duty spare tire holder. I'll have probably no problems at all putting my 8-lug wheels on this. Now, my 8-lug trailer already has that, and I've got 3 or 4 trailers that I have spare tires for that I don't have a spare tire mount for. So I'm going to put this on one of those. And usually what I'm doing is I'm throwing that spare tire in the bed of my truck. That gets old and tiring after a while. So this is going to help me carry those spare tires for those trailers, and I'm not always going to have to be wondering what I'm doing with that tire. Again, instructions on how to mount it. This one here is the one on the bottom. And look at this, all the different lug patterns that you can put on this. So go through all of this. It probably will accommodate even more than this, but this is just what it's showing here. And then again, all the hardware. So enough talking about this. Let's get this thing installed on a trailer. All right, so I'm out here with the front of my trailer. This is our pontoon boat, and I want to be able to put a mount somewhere right here to hold a spare tire on this side. So that way, of course, if you ever have a flat, you have a spare tire. I'd like it to be somewhere up here because the truck can only turn so sharp with this trailer anyway because how wide it is. So if it's in somewhere in this area right here, it will be out of the way and just kind of sticking up there with the tire. Plus it'll be easy accessible when I need to get the tire. I don't like it when they stuff, a couple pontoon boats I've seen have the tires like stuffed up underneath the trailer. No, this would be great if I can just have it right here. So I'm going to try to go ahead and mount this right here on the side. I'm going to zoom in a little closer and let you see how I got this started and everything that it comes with for that. Then we're going to match up which holes need to be used for the spare tires for this trailer. All right, so if you see here, there is 4 bolts. There's 2 bolts on this side, and then there's 2 bolts on the other side. And you just pick the holes, again, which one you want. If you had a much thicker tube than my trailer has, you would use these other holes here to make it bigger, but that's the size I need. So I wanted this mounted up high, so that's why I bolted it the way it is, so that the tire will sit up, high off the ground. And it comes with the washer, the locking washer, and then the nut for every one of these long carriage bolts. So this combo set up here is all 4 of them. So then you have this plate here and you've got these carriage bolts. So if my bolt pattern on my spare tire was like this, Then I would just put my spare tire on here, put these lug nuts on here, and you'd be good to go. But the cool thing about this is that there is a lot of play here. So these are not in a stiff hole. They actually will slide back and forth a little bit to accommodate different lug patterns. So this one might need to be here, while this one's here for one lug pattern, but then this may need to come down for another lug pattern, and so forth and so on. And that's what these grooves here also are for. So this hole right here and this hole may need to adjust a little bit to hold the spare tire, but this covers, I mean, almost every type of lug pattern you'd have for, you know, your average spare tire for a trailer. So yeah, I definitely think this is going to work out well. It's going to be out of the way, so when I can turn, it's not going to hit my truck. Then it's going to give me more than enough room to get up and down my ladder that's over there. And then I also have a tongue jack over here that flips back and forth. It's out of the way of that too. So works out really well right here. But there's so many different places you can put these on your trailer. You can put them further back. You can put them at the end of your trailer. Just wherever it's out of the way and it accommodates. And it's got so much universal connection there to pretty much hook up anything. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.